Hey guys, welcome back to Astrological's Racing. Today we're going to be reviewing the long anticipated MANS Ultimate. I've been so hesitant to download this like so many other guys just because when it first came out it was like an uncooked pizza. It's real sloppy, there was so many bugs, there was a lot of glitches when it first released. So a lot of guys, they even told me that don't do it yet. Don't download the game yet, bro. It's going to ruin the experience. So here we are. And I think it's 5 months later, and a few days ago they actually just released a brand new update where there was a bunch of patch updates where I guess there was telemetry, physics, everything was updated. So I was like, you know what, Alex K Racing's playing, and he's like, bro, you gotta hop on. And before I get too far into this, it's all set up, it's ready to go, and he is the one that personally helped me set up my triples. It probably took me 2.5 to 3 hours because it probably would have taken about an hour, realistically, but there was a lot of things and a lot of issues that I personally ran into. Realistically, it should only take you maybe 45 minutes to an hour, but there was a lot of things that I probably could have avoided in that time frame. But rest assured, Alex was there the entire time helping me set up triples, so shout out. You guys go check out his channel. Absolutely incredible channel that he has going on there. He races primarily LMP, and his rig is one of my inspirations why I made mine the way it is. Mine's more of a GT style, and his is more dialed in towards like an LMP car, which is like the hypercars that you see. Incredible stuff. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get straight into this, and we will give you some live feedback based on my experience with like Assetto Corsa Competizione, and of course iRacing, which I think this is going to give it a run for its money. So let's go check it out. All right, we are back. We are officially back. So first things first, got all of my triples settings dialed in. It looks absolutely incredible. It was a pain in the ass to whoops, I did stall the car there. I gotta actually start neutral. All right, here we go. So just real quick, I do really like the fact that you can actually start inside the pits. Really neat, unique feature that you can actually start over here. Now this is a brand new track. Whoa, hey buddy. This is a brand new track that was actually just released, I think on the 23rd, just a couple days ago. This is Imola, and one of my favorite tracks, honestly. And first things first, there's a couple of things that I'm gonna be looking out for, and the first things are going to be force feedback and see how that feels in relation to the other platforms that I've tested. So right off bat, I did come in a little hot there. All right. Now I do not have any traction control or anything enabled, so this is going to be a very raw test, and my first time ever also driving on this track as well, because I did just download it a few minutes ago. So first things first, I am noticing an insane amount of detail that's coming through the wheelbase, and it feels extremely good. There's a lot of buoyancy that I feel, so there's a little bit of a snap back, and it's extremely responsive, almost. And I think that I was even watching Daniel Morad's review a couple months ago, and he even stated that it might be a little bit too responsive. So that's also something that maybe take into consideration. If you do have a more powerful wheelbase, that's something that you should probably, dial back just a little bit. There's a lot of fidelity and detail that I'm feeling. This track is extremely well detailed. Another thing, when you're going over curbs, wow, you feel literally every little rivet of the actual curbing there. Let's go off just a little bit here. Oh wow, yeah. Even with my base shakers, I have a 300EX under the seat for reference, and that even feels, oh my gosh, that feels insane. Ooh. So yeah, extremely responsive. The tires feel very tight. Automobilista 2 feels good, and it looks great, right? Now I say that lightly because there's a little bit of floatiness in Automobilista 2. And there's nothing wrong with that because they compensate that game or that sim with its stunning visuals. I think that it can be dialed in a little bit tighter. That's just my personal opinion, but I think that this is incredibly well made for what it is. It feels amazing. So let's talk a little bit about the haptics here. Haptics feel insanely good as well. Like with my shakers here, I'm feeling much more detail than I ever have with any other platform. I feel like maybe Assetto Corsa Competizione, it's muffled, I guess you could say. Just not a whole lot of punch to them. So with these, I've dialed in, I've turned them up just slightly a little bit, but I feel so many different frequencies of these shakers now, and I don't know that if that's just because of the telemetry data that I'm receiving or what the deal is, but it feels really, really good. So I got a guy coming up right here. We're gonna try to pace with this guy, so, and give you guys a visual. Looks like a Lambert, nope, that's a 458. So we're gonna try to pace with this guy. So I do have the AI turned way up, and they are, if you guys don't know this, they are overpowered by a lot. I think I'm in the 95, 96 percentile with the aggressiveness as well. Ooh, locked up. Oop. Yeah, so, oh, we spun out. Okay. Okay. We are going to safely enter. So as you guys can see here, it is still very possible to spin out, and we're going to keep rolling with this. But yeah, extremely well designed physics in this game. They left no stone unturned. Right. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. I truly believe after experiencing Le Mans Ultimate, that really set the expectations for future simulation games. There has not been one simulation game besides iRacing that even comes close to the telemetry data that you actually feel through the wheelbase and your haptics. If you have motion, which I don't yet, I will. Daniel Morad does. He also, again, if you don't know him, he is a professional driver. He does this for a living. He tested this game, and, you know, I take a lot of what he says very serious because he does this for a living, right? And he has his own simulation rig, incredible stuff. If you guys haven't seen his rig or what he does, go check out Daniel Morad. This is the standard. This is what I expect personally from Assetto Corsa Evo and many other platforms that hopefully come out here in the near future, or with recent updates. I don't even know if it's going to be possible to reconfigure some of like previous updates to get to this level. I don't know if you just have to release a whole new what that's going to look like, but either way, I'm excited. This is incredible, and I've said this, it's going to be very difficult for me to go back to regular Assetto Corsa Competizione, but I will still play them, don't get me wrong. Automobilista 2 feels kind of floaty compared to this. You just feel so freaking connected. Like, the best way to describe it is it's iRacing on steroids. Like, it feels amazing. It looks great. As you guys can see, it looks pretty polished for what it is. Could be better. It could look a little bit more like Automobilista 2, but then you're sacrificing quality to performance, and you might get some reduced, you know, it's one or the other, right, from what we've noticed. But that's pretty much going to conclude it, man. Hopefully, Assetto Corsa Competizione, you know, Evo with those newer updates, and Competizione, maybe they can bring it up to a level that we can expect some very similar telemetry data, and hopefully we can make some major improvements here in the future. But yeah, this is incredible. I'm blown away. I'm blown away by this platform, and I'm glad I waited for the release to come out. So that's pretty much it. Hopefully you guys have a good rest of your weekend. With that, I'll see you guys on the track.